There's a new trend I've been noticing when it comes to attracting women where a lot of guys tend to assume that if the woman is not thirsting over them and giving them like overt choosing signals, that means she's not interested and that they should not even engage her. This is the wrong way to think. And this comes from like a lot of attractive guys making content online showing how women respond to them. You have your Duke Dennises, you have King 68, whatever his name is, right? Showing women like quite literally thirsting over them. So guys watch that content and they're like, well, if I'm not getting that energy from the woman in question, I'm just not going to approach. What you have to understand is guys are going to fall into two buckets when it comes to attracting women. There are guys who can get women passively, and there are guys who have to get women actively. If you're someone who is very physically attractive or you have a high degree of pre-selection, meaning you have high status, you're very popular, very tall, you're a guy who could probably get women passively. But if you're a guy who doesn't have those things going on for you, you're not going to get women that way. I think the assumption is like, well, if a woman isn't responding to me that way, then she's not for me. That's not right. There's no woman. There's no woman that's going to respond to you like that because you quite literally don't have those characteristics that she responds to in that way. Same works for women. There are some women who have pretty privilege. There are some women who can easily get jobs, right? There are some women who live a different experience from other women. Like, have you ever noticed that a lot of the women who talk about manifestation and things just aligning and working out for you always are incredibly attractive? That's why. So if you're a guy who can only create attraction actively, you have to play a different game. It's a very winnable game. There's guys who do it all the time successfully, but that's the game you have to play because those are the cards you were dealt. And that game essentially boils down you having a bit of charisma, you having a bit of social skills, you being able to read situations, you improving your behavior so that you come across in a more attractive way. And here's what happens if you do so. You get to experience what the Duke Dennises of the world get to experience, but you experience it on the back end. They're experiencing it initially on the front end. You experience it on the back end after you engage the woman, after you take her on a date, because her interest in you will grow based on your behavior. So in short, stop trying to play someone else's game. Know what game you're playing, and then do the best you can to play it to the best of your ability.